Welcome to part 3 of our Pinch Pop Bobblehead series. In part 3, we add the arms and legs to our bobblehead. Welcome to Stecker Studios. We're going to create the arms and legs for our bobblehead using coils of clay. Start off with a sausage shape and roll it back and forth on the table. Twisting the edges in opposite directions will help you to keep any flat spots from forming. When you get the thickness you need, you can begin trimming your pieces. I'm test fitting this coil for a leg, giving it a little trim, and now I can use it to size up my other leg so that I know that both pieces are even. Before I attach it, I'm going to shape it a little bit more, and I'm attaching this so that it looks as if the panda is in a seated position. So I'm adjusting the curve, adjusting the thickness, and I'm going to try to match both legs as best as I can. I'm going to score them before I attach using this serrated rib tool, and I'll also make sure that I score the area where they're going to be attached as well. With both parts thoroughly scored, I'm going to start adding a good amount of slip to make sure everything is attached well. I like to use a little bit extra so that it squirts out the side. This way I know everything will be secure when it's done. It's important to press and rub the area that you're attaching in order to make sure you have a firm grip. And now I'm going to spread a little bit of the clay from the leg onto the body for two reasons. One, to help it adhere, but also to help form the leg and help it blend into the body. Now I'm going to add the other leg the same way. Now I'm going to create the arms in a very similar way. I'm going to roll out a coil, twist the edges to prevent any flat spots, and I'm going to roll this one a bit thinner for the arms. I've cut the coil, and now I'm using the other part to make sure that both are sized the same way. I'll test fit it and trim as I need it. Now on this one, bending the arm a bit so that it looks like the arm falls across the belly or chest of my panda bobblehead. I'm going to use the part that I created to help make sure that the other arm also matches, and sculpt them a little bit more before I attach them. I'm going to score the area where I'm going to be attaching the arm and score the arm as well. Remember, scoring adds a little bit of grip. It's almost like the tread on the bottom of your shoes or on a tire. It will help these pieces stick together. Again, I'm going to add a good amount of slip to make sure that everything is glued down and well attached, and blend clay from one piece to the other to make sure everything is firmly attached. I'm starting to add some details along the way. I'm using this needle tool to form some fingers or claws on the panda bear. Now I'm adding the other arms exactly the same way, scoring both parts and adding a good amount of slip to make sure everything is attached well. Now with all my parts attached, I'm going to smooth everything out, make sure all the parts are well attached and blended in. And I can also take this opportunity to do a little bit more sculpting to get the shape and feel I want from this bobblehead. Here I'll use a brush to kind of smooth out the seams and make sure everything is nice and smooth where I've connected the arm to the body. I think this will also help provide a little bit more seal to make sure it's strongly connected. Now I can't forget to add a tail, so I'll ball up a little piece of clay, I'll score it in the area I'm connecting it to, and then I'll slip and attach our tail. With the body just about done, it's time to give a little attention to cleaning up the head a little bit. With this needle tool, I'll go back and just kind of freshen up some of the details on the face, on the eyes and the mouth. So we're just about done forming and sculpting our bobblehead, and in the next episode, I'll add some finishing details such as texture to the panda bobblehead. Thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing.